BLB, B Lil on bass.
You on, man. You know what it is, man. Be a bass.
BLB.
There you go right there, man.
And you know
himself.
Lo the motherfucking guy.
Yeah. You know
Episode what, folks?
40.
40.
That's a 40 piece
Yes,
for you.
sir. Yes, sir. You know what it is. You know what it is.
Yeah, you notice by now it'll never be me saying any one of them levels.
Uh-huh.
I mean, any one of them numbers.
Uh-huh.
You feel me? Yeah,
So this episode 40, we've been down for a few weeks. There's been a few things that been going on in the world, in the city, in our lives. Let's see what you know, everywhere. Good albums that dropped. We had a few champions that been crowned. We done had motherfucking
Ronnie got his ass whooped.
we done had some women rights taken away from them. We done shit, man. There's been some shit going on.
Yeah,
Man.
it's definitely
There's been some shit going on, man. It been some more mass shootings. It's been shit, man. Gas prices still high. Goddamn shit, man. Motherfuckers, everybody said fuck COVID. I ain't seen that with a mask on like forever.
Except me.
Motherfucker.
No funny. Just today, son. At work today, bro. At work today, bro. I had on my mask and shit. And I was like, I had walked to the back of that job. My fault. I walked to the back of my job and shit, parked the car. And I walked back. It was so humid outside that just in that little walk, I was sweating and shit. So I get back to the front. I'm like, man, it's hot as shit outside. They're like, man, you got that motherfucking mask? And I was like, hell yeah.
Hey, motherfuckers be trying to make you think you crazy. You got a mask on. You alright? Yeah, man. You alright? You good coughing, motherfucker?
You know it's still a global pandemic out here.
Yeah, man. It's alright. It was crazy as hell, man. So yeah, but honestly, I only wear my mask. Of course, outside the house. Inside the house, my shit's off, completely off. In my mother house, shit completely off. Basically, while I'm at work or if I'm in a grocery store or if I somehow go to a mall, I throw a mask on in.
Anytime I go in the building, I wear a mask. But even outside, I don't go into big dumbass crowds. Like when I was down with Virginia Beach for the football tournament. They wanted to go to the boardwalk, so we went to the boardwalk. They wanted to go. The boardwalk is literally right there outside the beach.
Yeah.
They wanted to go to the beach jump. Man, we got close to that jump. I started looking. I say, Slim, that looked like everybody in there sick. Slim, I'm not going inside that motherfucker, boy.
You gotta make that conscious understanding.
You walk in that jump, it's COVID immediately. Hey, kill me.
I don't think I wear a mask at all. It's not required. That's a fact.
Yeah.
He always been like that though. Yeah. He always been off his shit though.
Yeah. At this point, it's pretty much a mental game. What makes you feel safe when you walk in the room?
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? That's pretty much what it is at this point. Because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know folks that never got the shot. You know that was very like, man, fuck that man. They just, by God's grace, they just never caught it. Then I know people that done took the shot, double masks, and they didn't caught the shit twice. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
them be the ones who had the worst experience with it. That's be the worst.
The ones with the shot, right?
The ones who be doing all of the precautions. They the ones get it and had the worst experience. Like bro, I was on my deathbed. I seen Jesus. We played poker.
I seen that shit too. I seen
that's facts.
That's
big fact.
Just that though, when you say it's a mind game though, baby, it's definitely a mind game because I said I had my mask at work today.
Yeah.
One time I went to my car, I went to my car, took my shit off, fuck around and walked back to the job without that jump. Forgot. I was like, damn, I don't feel like walking back. So I walked in the jump, right? Trying to walk in and out of that jump, do what I do. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's real mind game. So I just knew I was sick when I walked through that motherfucker.
We can't help it, son.
I was
think about it.
I should have did this shit.
Think about it is you're not crazy. You're not crazy because the virus. The thing about it is the virus is real. You know what I mean? But at some point down the line, it was.
The information was exaggerated.
It was over pushed. It was pretty much exaggerated. It got
do that too though.
It got it got exaggerated to the point where
They blame
you
every
had
death
to
on
pick
that
a side.
motherfucker. Yeah,
You had to pick a side.
At one point, they was blaming
and,
every single death on COVID.
and they say, you know what? There's no more such thing as a flu. Goddamn. So I can't. It shows it's not the flu. It shows it's not a common cold.
Kill.
It shows everything is COVID.
Straight vid.
And it really is a mind thing, because my folks, they had it for a few days. The minute the doctor confirmed it that they had it, nigga, anxiety kicked all the way in. Oh, my head hurt, my chest hurt, my legs is gone. Oh my God! But before this guy told you this, you was doing jumping jacks in this motherfucker. The simple fact that he relayed the message to you. You know what I'm saying?
Stop doing these burpees, man.
You know what I'm saying? That shit heightened everything. So it's definitely mental, man. It's definitely mental. But it's just not that for COVID too. It's also that like you play sports and you also is highly active. So y'all know when you wake up in the morning, this shit sore. This shit sore. It hurt like a motherfucker. As soon as they say, let's go, the motherfucker blow that motherfucker whistle.
Ready to go.
You like, man, what the fuck happened to your spring? Hey, I'm alright, let's go.
Hey,
let's go.
me
You out there
every
motherfucker
game,
going.
bro.
It happens, man.
My quarterback,
It's in your
bro,
mind.
I
It's
literally
something
tell
about
them,
us, man.
Bro, I literally tell them
Yeah, I
that
can do one
every
more
week,
rep.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
Swim, tired, hurt, or whatever. Once you say hype,
I'm
It's
doing
on.
more reps.
it's over.
And it's like mind over matter thing, cause like I got allergies and
It's
allergies,
hilarious that it is like that.
and my allergy can be kicking my ass and driving, keep sneezing, or if I'm sitting here, if I keep sneezing. But the minute like we start doing, so let's say we got 35 boxes to move. The minute I get to working on something else, I won't sneeze the whole goddamn time. My body is moving. My focus is elsewhere. Now I may still slip up and hachoo, but it ain't gonna be. Oh, it's about to start out there. It's mother rumblers. But no, it's about to. You know what I mean? It's so much of what we do, man. It's like it's here. I mean, the symptom could be real, but when you dwell on it in your mind, it heightens it. You know what I mean? Like. That's why like when you in them panic moments, the first thing they tell you is calm down. Calm down. Because even though this is happening and this is going on right now, if you don't calm down, everything is worse. You know what I'm saying? Everything is worse. So I don't know, man, how they need to hold a master class on how to calm the fuck down.
Meditation, baby, just practice that. I'm telling you.
Yeah. That shit
People
real.
say they don't got the time in the day, but you take 60 seconds a day out of your time. I guarantee you take 60 seconds a day and you meditate every day, that 60 seconds going to turn into 2 minutes. That 2 minutes going to turn into however much time you got in between watching them shows or driving, you know what I'm saying, to work. You're going to figure out a way to get it in.
I got a little meditating thing I do too. I don't do it that much, but not really like crossing my legs and getting down like a monk or something. It's just relaxing to like some calm music, and it's like raindrops or waterfalls or lightly bird chirpings or just little things like that, man. Yeah, man, that shit work, man.
For me, my shit is
Reach.
smoke, of course. music does that shit too before me too, and recently, well, working out.
Yeah.
But see, I like how I basically that's more along the lines of the way I do it. If I meditate, I don't really like to listen to music because when I meditate, I solely want to talk with like myself and my experience. You know what I'm saying? Like the universe and what's going on around me. I don't want outside influences and things like that. And people don't really understand or see how, you know what I'm saying, words really influence us. You know what I'm saying? So if you having a bad day and your day is on the verge of being bad, but it could also turn around, you listening to your favorite music may, you know what I'm saying, influence you to go that negative route. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at it in a positive light. So, you know what I'm saying, you take them words out and you still, like you said, you could have the beats. You know what I'm saying? Had the raindrops or something, so you got the music, but without the words.
Music.
Yeah.
I just heard.
But not even
bitch
that.
ass gospel music.
But
No
even that.
Why is that? He was
you gotta-
rapping his ass off.
But you got to think though, bro. Even that is influencing you because it's influencing you to do what their perspective is of positive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not what you is, because their aspect of positive might have you think, all right, well, yeah, cool, that makes sense. That's the right thing to do. I should be doing that, and then you start doing that, but that don't work with your life.
Well,
And now
you
your
gotta do
life,
your own
you know
thing,
what I'm saying,
whether
got to
you
transition and
influence or
switch and fall apart to become something different because you going off with, you just got influenced on what was positive.
Oh, you gotta do your own thing, whether you got influences or you look up to something or not.
Yeah, the close. One thing that was similar when I was listening to you talk just now, when you were saying, what you said? You said something just now. You was like, you know, what makes you comfortable? Or listening to raps don't really fit the mold. It don't go right with it. My folks' death anniversary or whatever just passed, and I went up to their gravesite, and my little folks, other family members, they always ask, "Can I go with you? Can I go with you?" I can't go to grave sites with people. I gotta go by myself, cause it's almost like a event thing, almost like a meditation thing, also in itself. Like I can't really, I could go there with you, but if I go there with you, I can't really open up and talk the way I really want to.
That's what I'm about to say.
You know
I'm
what I
about
mean?
to say, do you think it's a thing where when you go,
It's comfortable.
because
It's comfortability.
when you feel like when you go and you're alone, it's easier for you to be 100% open versus when you take somebody, you know what I'm saying, you know, you can be
There's a wall up.
Even if you're 100% with that person, you can be 100%, but you going, if you look at them in a positive light, you're going to look at them like, all right, well, I got to shield you from 100% of what I'm saying. Like, I don't want what I'm saying to negatively affect your experience type shit.
No, it's not. It's not even that. It's that I'm not going to be able to open up and have the conversation with the dead the way I really want to. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm literally
because
I'll be having a conversation as if that person who we're going to visit is actually there.
Yeah, fact.
And they've been dead for about 10 years. So I'm going in a full-fledged conversation with this person. The person that I brought with me, you know, they just, you know what I mean? They just not letting you do your. Yeah, man. So that's all I was getting at, man. It's like just I could openly express myself when it's just me. Yeah. When I bring another party, even though that party they know the deceased, they're gonna fuck up my openness. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what, you know, like even if I meditate, I won't necessarily meditate with somebody beside me because they may fuck my vibe up. Unless this is just what they do for real, and they teaching me a new way to zen or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So it's therapy, man. It's therapeutic with everything that's been going on for the past 2 years or however prior, especially people in our position that you know, we maybe don't notice it or label it as such, but we didn't live through a lot of trauma. You know, you lose a lot of people who you done literally shared cereal bowls with, and y'all done shared socks and drawers with, and they are no longer here. So you don't understand, like when you grow up in those type of conditions, like you really need another outlet outside of alcohol and weed to really help your mind escape. Because when this shit comes down, it's back. When that weed come down, it's back. But when you meditate and you break through that way, it's longer, it's calmer. The calm is a whole lot longer. You know what I mean?
Understand that you actually worked through the problem.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? You ain't used the calculator.
Exactly. So this is these last few years. I tell anybody, man. I mean, you got your vices. Do your vices in moderation and everything, but just try to find that day or that minute or hour when you can just move for real. Just kick back and just get shit into unrespected, because it's easy then it's hard. The hard times last a lot longer than the easier times. I'm trying to tell you that for sure. So you got a way to prepare and to help you get through the rough one, man. Stick with it and go through it.
For sure.
That's a damn sure.
Like you just was talking about, you know what I'm saying, not realizing or not noticing trauma, right? And I just was recently, I'm telling somebody about a story or whatever from when we were younger. And, you know, the story to me, you know, because I went through it and I grew through it, you know, and it happened to me as a kid, you know, it didn't really hit me that it was trauma until like recently. But, you know what I'm saying, I'm telling the story and then it dawned on me because somebody else that was listening to the story was like, dang, I don't think I know nobody else in life that can say that happened to them.
Yeah.
But to me, it just felt so normal. It felt like this is what happened to everybody.
It's like breathing.
You know what I'm saying? Because as a kid, that's what happened to everybody.
Yeah.
Like the police kicking your door.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Raiding your house with guns.
Trauma
like
is
that.
normal.
That was normal.
Trauma is normal.
It happened to your friends. It happened to your cousins.
Mm-hmm.
So it was abnormal if it didn't happen to you.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
That's
just
real
like I
spill.
said, swing back to what you were saying. You know what I'm saying? You're not realizing that it's trauma because, like you said, it's normalized.
And you know what? That didn't dawn on me until I got outside of my circle. And you know, I forgot where I was. We were just talking, and I was, you know, I'm just talking freely, not even thinking that what I'm saying is just foreign to the group of people that I'm around.
That's how it was.
So you know, I'm talking about how I lost a brother, and lost another brother, and this brother's in for 30, this other one's in for 20, and my sister then passed away. I never had my own bedroom, and you know, just going through the whoop-de-woos, but I'm not even telling it in a sad way where I want like some type of somebody, oh, you okay? I'm just telling a good story.
Yeah,
these niggas mouth dropping, and I'm like, damn, this shit ain't normal. Or this shit don't supposed to be normal.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be normal. You know what I'm saying? But it don't break you. Now me telling this story to them, if they just had one of them instances inserted into their life, they may be fucked all the way up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be really bred and built into this shit. You was bred and built into it. You was bred and built into it. Same here. Like, we just get used to the fuckery. Yeah. And the fuckery just becomes the norm when it really just should not be.
It should not be that way. Yeah.
It should not be. That's why I try to tell my daughter, like, no, you are not a bitch. Try to tell my son, I may use the word nigga around the house, but you are not a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, just little affirmations just to go against the other bullshit that's just thrown at their way so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we went through is not what you supposed to go through. Because I remember when I was about 12 or 11, honestly, I thought I was supposed to get locked up one day. Because everybody who I knew got locked up. And when they came home, they got some shoes, they got some jeans. You know what I'm saying? They may have a cookout outside. Now here my cousin come, he just finished 4 years of college. They ain't do shit for this nigga. He ain't get no shoes, he ain't get no jeans, he ain't get no cookout. I heard some of us say, oh yeah, that sellout ass nigga. That coon ass nigga. Crazy. That whoop-de-woo ass nigga. Cause it was different. Like what their definition of black was, it's their perception of what being black is fucked up. Yeah, being black is being from the bottom. It's being from the bottom.
It's like being ignorant.
It's just ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm glad we changing, man, and we getting better, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad we changing and getting better, man. College is cool now, man.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it only makes sense, though.
It's just hitting my family, though. We just having our first wave across the line. College graduates. I mean, that cousin kids, my side cousin kids, all of them kids are first generation college graduates. And it's not just a one-all. This is that sector, this sector, that sector, that sector, all of them. My younger generation, the motherfuckers that was born, I'm gonna take from either 92 or 94 on up. Big difference from the ones that was born in, let's say, 87, 88 on down. You just notice a difference. It's a big fucking difference. I'm not sure if it's the same for y'all. If y'all look at y'all folks that's born from like 96 up until now. What you mean one and done?
1 year done.
Oh yeah. Nah, but I'm saying as far as like the tier that's under y'all.
The youngest now, I know one of our little cousins just graduated. Just last month or 2 months ago. Ashley just graduated from college. I'm pretty sure her sister going to college this year. Pretty sure she's gonna graduate. We definitely pushing all the youngest that we have now that's going to high school, junior high school. We pushing all of them to go to college this year. Yeah. We had our cousin Bree. She played college basketball too for Charleston, College of Charleston. She graduated college. Her brother go to the University of Miami. I believe he still go there, but I know that's where he was going at the last time I checked.
Okay.
University of Miami.
So
we got a few people going to college.
You can literally say that the trajectory is definitely changing. So let's give y'all a starting point from Tevin. His name Tevin, right?
Tevin.
From Tevin on up.
But Tevin is like
Is it changing?
kind of with us.
I mean, but he's like that. I
He
threw
grew
his
up
name
with
out
us,
there
but
because it
he
seems
young
like
than
he's
us. He in their
he's
generation.
like right there.
He in
He's
Brianna's
right there in
generation.
that middle.
Nah, yeah, because he's in Brianna's generation.
That's what
he
I
just
get.
grew up in a household with us.
Okay, that's what I thought. So if let's say like from him on forward, everything after him is kind of like where I'm assuming you could see the trajectory changing. Versus everything him on back, which is y'all, Von, Quetta, and them. You really see Quana. What I call him?
But
Quetta. Yeah, my bad, Miss Zay. But you like it's a notable difference that you could see. You know what I'm saying?
For
Like
sure.
it's something
For
different
sure.
out there. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And it's not that y'all had better jobs to the point where y'all able to put them through it. It's just the information that y'all giving to them is better than the information that your uncles or older cousins was literally giving to y'all.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Like
That's a
like
fact.
y'all literally
That's a
it's
fact.
seeming
we
like
teach them everything that
it's
we
different.
learned and didn't learn.
yeah, it's different. I
Yeah.
can see it, man. Cause I see the same thing with us. Like my sister called me the other day. It's kind of fucked up, but I'm gonna tell the story anyway. But I let you on. She say today's your uncle's birthday. Call him and tell him happy birthday. I was like, oh, that's what's up. It's on birthday. I hangs the phone up, got back to doing my job, and I got to thinking about it as I'm working. I'm like, this nigga ain't never called me and tell me happy motherfucking birthday. This my motherfucker. Oh, why the fuck would I stop and call and tell this nigga happy birthday? I love him to death, but I had to put it into perspective. Like my nephew is 17 years old. Ain't one birthday where he didn't see me on that day and he didn't get something from me on that day. Like he know I'm like in name I'm your uncle, but through action I'm your father. You know what I'm saying? So don't expect for me to just up and give you a happy birthday and you ain't never in your long leg of life reach out and say happy birthday, nephew. And it's all love. I love this nigga to death. I would give him the shirt off my motherfucking back.
I see you.
But to put it into perspective,
Nah. Happy birthday.
I had to think about it after a while. Like, nah.
You know, I'm gonna send that
And it seems petty. And it seems petty.
I'm gonna
And
send
it
that
seems
happy
petty.
birthday
And
to
it
somebody
seems
else.
petty.
Nah,
It seems
that ain't
petty.
petty. That's normal.
It has an
Tell
air of
him
petty
when you
into it.
talk to him because I ain't talked to the nigga in 50
Yeah,
years.
it's air of petty because I said
When
like
you talk to him, you tell him I
But
say
you
happy
got your people
birthday.
that you do call on their birthdays, like you say all the time, but that shit is a mutual thing.
But let's say like if Uncle Mike or one of them be like, they pop over, my birthday was yesterday, nephew, why didn't you call me and tell me happy birthday? Y'all can come at Uncle Mike and say,
Yeah, happy birthday.
When is my birthday, Uncle Mike?
I didn't know it was your birthday, champ.
Shit, let me call your mother.
Well, they already know happy goddamn birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, champ. I missed it. What we doing?
Hey, what you doing with it, bro? What you trying to do?
What we doing?
Yeah.
We can make up for it today.
Yeah, what you
right
want me to
now.
pull up?
Nah, nephew, you know, man, I was just a little fucked up at your man, but it's all love, man. That one was crazy, man. But yeah, it be like that.
Hey, listen though, while we on that subject, that's funny as shit because like I legit, bro, hardly remember anybody's birthday. I know two of my brother's birthday off the rip, just because one of them was the next week from mine, and then my youngest brother, you know, that's my youngest brother, so we all always remember this nigga's birthday.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, when it come to like Sean, TJ, Quan, I gotta actually sit and think, yo, when is this person's birthday? You know what I'm saying? Even almost down to my mother and father, bro. Sometimes I gotta sit there like, when is it? Is it this date? Is it that date? I'm just horrible with dates, bro. Like I don't remember holidays or none of that. Nigga just had to remind me why I'm gonna be off work on Monday. And it's because of the 4th of July. I didn't even know.
Like I never did do the birthday. Her shit March 23rd. This shit July 14th. Shonda's shit July 30th. My father was John April 16th. Mother was April 23rd. 23rd. Like when you in the immediate, I think I got you.
Yeah,
but once you outside the immediate, don't hold that shit against me.
Yeah, me too.
Don't hold that shit against me.
I remember the immediate. I remember certain birthdays because they like like one of a kind, or especially like you got like 3 people with the same birthdays on November 22nd.
Yeah, so shit like that. Yeah,
it's
some crazy
probably
shit
more
like
than
that.
that. You hear me? But I got my cousin and his daughter, and his father got the same birthday. So I always remember that because him and his daughter got the same birthday. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy as shit. But it's a couple birthdays I remember because it's just weird.
Okay. Nah, but the whole point of that was like just to be like, you know what I'm saying, like what what are you gonna let a motherfucker not too much hold over your head, you know what I'm saying, but what
he wasn't entitled to that phone call. That's all I'm gonna say. He wasn't
entitled to it, but it's all love all the way across.
For sure.
He
still got
know
the
that.
love.
And he know that
still
much
got
too.
the love.
And he know that much too, but just
you
to
ain't
be
subtract none of the love on none of the years he ain't call you.
But just to be on the real, it's a difference. There's a difference between that person that called whoop-de-woo, because I still got a few homies I called. They be like, nigga, what's this base? I ain't hear from you all year. Yeah, nigga, I know, but I remember it's your birthday.
Yeah.
What's up with you, alright?
Yeah.
Man, pull up on me. Nah, nigga, I ain't pull up on you. Oh, yeah, I ain't about to pull up on you now. I just wanted to wish you a happy motherfucking birthday, nigga. Be safe. Click. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Some of the closest friends or closest family members my closest family members and friends is people that I don't necessarily talk to every day or every month.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can literally go months and weeks without speaking to these people. But when I talk to them, you pick right up where the fuck we left from. These are some of the best people I know. You know what I'm saying? It just be like that. You know what I mean?
One of my brothers that's not my brothers, my brother Damo, I hardly ever run into him because he run, you know what I'm saying, he move around and do his thing so much. But he seemed to see almost every one of my other brothers. And you know what I'm saying, he always send his love, say, hey, you know, show love, I'm gonna get over my holler at him. I always do the same thing. I tell that nigga holler at me, wah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I got one of his mother's like jewelry box chest. When she passed away, he got all her stuff. And somehow he ended up moving or something. He needed me to hold it. I've been holding it for like 2 years, 3 years. But like I said, I ain't physically seen him in the 2 years or 3 years since he gave it to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I still talk to him through, you know, people. I still get a call from him right down there. I still hit him up right now.
Okay. And that's the same, man. I think I remember hearing you say his name in like a previous episode when y'all was getting into it down Chinatown or something.
Yeah, that's the one.
And y'all had to break.
Who beat us? He beat everybody.
Yeah.
In the house, and we was 3 blocks away.
Motherfucker road runner.
He smoked us.
Y'all alright? We alright, nigga. Shit. You home now? That's we alright, nigga. We linked up 15 minutes later, nigga. Yeah,
It's like he got us locked up one time. Shit was crazy. And I don't want to say he did it on purpose because I understand.
Might have back that motherfucker whooping over, man.
But still, when I say this man do not like the police, bruh, I'm talking about the police call him sir. He about to curve off on the police type shit.
You gotta get the fuck away from
That
me.
shit fuck me
I
up.
don't like them type of
Hey, look, I didn't know. I didn't know this.
You got a complex.
Hey,
Something's
listen,
wrong with you,
Bass,
officer. Excuse this guy.
Hey, Bass, listen.
Excuse this guy.
Listen, Bass.
Holmes, don't hop in his car next time. You tripping? You old,
I didn't know.
old militant ass nigga. Nah, the man. You gonna stick it to the man? Nah, nigga. You the man right now. You the man about to get us fucked up.
He undercover Bravo and shit.
Yeah, man.
This man, we ride one time.
You riding around.
Y'all listen, I'm about to
He
tell
the
you
niggas talking about
that's
fucking pig.
I'm about
Like,
to
nah.
Not that. It ain't exactly that, but I'm about to tell you, we riding one time, bro. Now, I'm dirty, and my man E dirty. T's driving us around, bro. He dirty because he ain't got no license. His license is suspended at the time. But, you know, we drive.
Y'all shouldn't have been behind the wheel.
Hey, look, so
This
we,
shit sounds crazy.
it was crazy. We definitely shouldn't have.
Pistol,
So
weed, and no license.
Nah, we ain't had no pistol.
We
had
may
no
as well
pistol.
had a motherfucking UUV.
But, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling her, hey, look, you already about to leave anyway and go home. Your shit illegal anyway. Just drop us off down the street. We going right down the street. So we get to going on our destination. Laws pull behind us. So now mind you, I say it's me, my man Damo, and my man E. I'm dirty, my man E dirty. Damo not. He know he not.
He's the driver?
Nah, he in the back with me and E. Well, they in the back, I'm in the front. Me and
Yeah.
Tej. But he know everybody's dirty. He know T's license situation is fucked up. And he know me and E got plenty of drugs on us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the feds pull us over. We like, all right, everybody just be cool. You know what I'm saying? Let these people do what they do.
Yeah.
And we got. So when I say the police couldn't even get out the reason they pulled Tej over, your man Damo get to going off in the back seat, so those people get to walking out. I'm telling, I'm like, Damo, chill out, relax. But like, I can hear you moving and doing all that crazy shit in the back. Just relax, man. You in the back seat anyway. You know what I'm saying? You ain't driving this car. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's a traffic stop. You good. He said, man, woo wah wah. I'm like, all right, just don't say nothing to him. Police come say, put your hands up. Man put his hands straight up. The police say, all right, put your hands on the headrest so I know, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got nothing. Man say, what? Nigga, my hands already up. I ain't doing all that other extra shit. I turn back. His partner say, all right, we getting all these niggas up out of here. I said, oh, Lord. We get motherfucking booked. They end up letting Tej out, you know what I'm saying? He just had the license shit he had to deal with, you know what I'm saying? So they took him to the precinct, you know what I'm saying? They let him out. Damo, they let him out because they didn't really have shit to charge him with. They ended up fake charging him with an open container. Nigga just went in the back trunk, opened a little junk like that Tej had, and put it in the front where Damo was sitting there and was like, this what you going for? You know what I'm saying? Just pay your fine.
That's crazy, man. You motherfucker.
Just pay your fine.
That's crazy.
But, you know what I'm saying? So me and E, because
So
E,
they really did that?
yeah,
Do that,
look, I'm about to tell you. So
Yeah,
E
man.
got plenty of drugs on him. So I just gave, you know what I'm saying, him the drugs. So I only got a little bit on me, but I got a rack of fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
So the police nigga like, oh, you the kingpin. I'm like, man, I don't know nothing about what you talking about. My mother just gave me this money. It's my birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's my Christmas money I just saved or some shit like that. I told his ass. You know what I'm saying? So motherfucker, the nigga say, all right, well, you know what? He just grabbed some of the motherfucking shit he had and put it where I was at on the car. I was like, well, now this yours too. Y'all been split it. I said, oh, this some whole shit here. They searched Tej. Tej ain't got no drugs. All he got is the license shit. The nigga say, all right, well, give me one of them bags. He could take one of them. I say, oh, Lord, they trying to get everybody. But I told Tej, I'm like, well, Tej, you just was the driver, so I ain't gonna let you go down with none of this drug shit. I'll take that from you if that's the case. But everybody else, y'all in for it. Everybody fuck get off except me and E. But this nigga Damo get off, he go telling everybody, you know what I'm saying, around our way, he the co-defendant on us, we, you know what I'm saying, big drug case and all this other extra shit about to go down, woo-wah, woo-wah. I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
This is your man?
Yeah.
I knew Bass
he
was
got
gonna say
a
some shit
complex.
like that.
He wanna be a gangster
I
at
knew
the time.
Bass was gonna say some
You know
shit
what I'm saying?
like
He wanna
that.
be a gangster at the time.
That
This
nigga
shit
face
fucked me up,
eyeballs
bro.
probably turned upside down.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
fucked
crazy.
up. I'm
That
like,
nigga said,
damn,
this is
yo,
your
like, but like I said,
That guy.
he ain't got no common sense when it comes to the police.
What he
bro.
say,
Like,
baby?
he
I
just
got
be-
to get
he
him
be
the fuck away
rubbed
from
up.
me.
It's funny now. I got something that.
But they cool though. They cool though. Like I
I
said,
got something that can go.
That's my
Oh,
man, though.
I got
all
something
you gotta
that
do
go
is
buck
not.
for buck for
All you
that.
gotta do is not go out with him when it get dark. That's what I learned. You know what I'm saying? If it get dark and you ask me to go out, no. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to conduct yourself.
Yeah. No, I got a story
You
similar
go to a
to
nice
that.
brunch,
Man.
we got it.
This
Big
actually,
party,
this is actually family. Motherfucker, some shit didn't happen. This is years ago.
yeah.
Some old wild shit didn't happen, and you know, motherfuckers done passed away. Motherfuckers ain't here no more. So one of the parties was actually already locked up while the investigation was going on. The other party, who had nothing to do with the shit at all, that just know about the shit through story, he going through school talking about the shit. But not only is he talking about this, he implemented itself into something that he was never involved in. So this case already been tried, motherfuckers already been sentenced, this shit is already on paper. So the Bama who did all the bullshit is actually in. The Bama that's out knows about the shit that happened. He's still in school, and to make himself up to something that he's actually not, he started going to school talking about the situation as if he was actually there. Like, nah, I seen this happen, and this is woo-de-woo and blah, blah, blah. Somebody go tells the authority about this shit, like, hey, man, I heard about yada, yada, yada that go with that case. It's like, for real, we've been trying to get you leave with this shit. Brings his little ass in, give him 5 years for this shit. And he was never there. He wasn't there at all. All he knew was the story. The problem is he inserted himself into the story. You talk about clout chasing going wrong.
You got caught up in that. You got caught up in the next man's situation. You got to stop it.
Man, when I heard that, these are people I know. So when I heard, I'm like, what? He did what? And he had to sit down the whole 5 years. This is a square. This nigga's he's a good guy, but he was a square. And I never seen no shit like that before. Like I'm not about to put myself with anything.
Granted, that shit was stupid. He's a dickhead. He was on dicks for sure.
Yeah.
But how the fuck could they lock him up?
Because he
have no evidence.
He connected the dots.
He said
because
it.
Like I said,
oh, but this
he knew the people that did it. To the point where these people allegedly could have been his family members. So they telling them everything, that they giving them the whole play. Yeah, this would happen. Or not even too much telling him. You in the house, so you can't help but hear. You know what I'm saying? Niggas go over stories. You go back to school and insert yourself into the story. So the story is real, but you being it is not real. But you inserted yourself into it. You know what I'm saying? You connect all the dots, and you put yourself inside the dots, and they prosecute you. And you was never there. And now you don't want to go back and tell people you wasn't there, you was a liar, because then you would have to snitch on your folks. You know what I'm saying? It's wicked, man. So, clout chasing ain't the chase to be on. You know what I'm saying? Clout chasing is not the chase. It's just not the place to be.
Be a law-abiding citizen, not like the nigga who kept breaking out of jail, blowing shit up in the movies.
You'll never ever see me clout chasing. So anything I say, so I mean that.
I mean, it was always people that I looked up to. It was always things that other people did that inspired me to want to kind of like do the same, but that route that most people doing now, like the intent, the attention that people be seeking, is ridiculous. Slim, it's ridiculous. I went to a function the other day. All good people, all peoples I love, but my man older than me. He got me by a couple of years. This nigga walk around dressing like he's 21.
I can't stand
now, ain't nothing wrong with the fly. You know what I'm saying? Ain't the most dapper damn motherfucker in the world. But I know I dress comfortable, I dress clean, and it's presentable, and it I want to say it look reasonable. You know what I'm saying? The shit look like it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If he got a couple years though, that means he pushing 40. No disrespect though.
Yeah, it's really right. He pushing 40. He pushing 40 with a 21-year-old fit.
Skinny jeans, that's some big boot Balenciaga.
The big boots, my man coming to me. He giving me
space, man. He got his training coming up.
He giving me the young nigga lingo. He calling me Mo. He's saying on God. He's saying, what they be saying? Fool on God, but it kill. All sorts of shit. I'm like, my man on one tonight. All right, on tonight. I'm ready to find a fountain of you, big Bama motherfucker.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that's
doing that
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
I'm 31, right?
Yeah.
And I still be off my kill, my motion, but I even still be off my shit sometimes. Like, man, in certain situations, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
I mean, but that's still DC talk though. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Well,
why
I ain't
that's
going off my skinny jeans and I'm hanging with
Yes.
a motherfucker 21-year-old.
yeah. So his terminology in a way was still throwing me off because I'm almost 40. I'm a few years removed from 40. It's certain shit you not about to hear me say.
That's a fact.
And when you hear me say, he be like, damn, Bass been around his kids a lot lately. Or you know what I'm saying? Something must have rubbed. Something must have rubbed though, cause late 90s, early 2000s, this damn shit wasn't a motherfucking lingo. You know what I'm saying? So what you I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't want to be the old hating niggas. Like when I hear a nigga from DC talking about
I'm a
something,
fucking OG.
no cap, I be like, whatever happened to Weller?
Yeah, I be saying that shit.
Whatever happened to Weller?
I still say
I
swelling
still
though.
think
I be like,
everything no cap,
like
man.
shit.
He capping? No, he welling.
Yeah, I
He
don't
welling.
say no cap.
I don't know where you
say,
from now.
I say you swelling.
You
Stop
swelling.
fucking lie, nigga.
I used to hit my man with the junk all the time. I know y'all heard that shit a million times. When a nigga did well and you hit him with the motherfucker. Where y'all from? From Wellington Park. That's where that nigga from. Motherfucker from Wellington Park. The bullshit. Yeah, I banged down.
Where y'all
Bruh.
from? Yeah, she be fucking
Hey.
shout out to Karen.
That's what I say, nigga. They be
One of the
Wellington.
funniest people I know. She
Oh, you
funny
hit him
as
with
shit.
the pass the dice, Holmes. Pass the dice. Ain't no you capping.
You know,
Nah,
my
we
shit
don't
just
do
regular
that.
mode. Man, Shawty,
We
you
don't
swallow
do all that.
You swallow to me, cuz?
Uh-huh.
My shit just hit with that. You swallow to me, cuz?
Good welling,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
what a nice
good.
nigga. Nah, I ain't trying to hit
Good.
nothing. Because you
So-
lying.
What makes y'all notice something? If y'all in a room, let's say y'all in motherfucking Wyoming, and y'all going to a carry out pack with people. How can you notice? How can you pick out the DC person or girl that's inside that carry out that's in Wyoming once they open their mouth? What is it that lets you know
I
they
ain't
from
gonna say-
DC?
I ain't gonna say
What
per
is
se girl, but
Oh, boy.
no funny though, bro. And my girl to tell y'all this shit, bro. It's weird to me, so I know it's weird to her. Every fucking where I go, I run into a nigga from the city, and it's just like instantly we already know.
How? What is it though?
It'd be like, it'll even be the way they dress.
Uh-huh.
I might hear a nigga get to talking. You know, once a nigga get to talking off his motherfucker, man, nah, no kill. Once a
Yeah,
nigga get to
right.
hitting that, like, oh yeah, he from the city. Yeah.
So now more kill.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's just one of the jumps. So
Yeah.
you know how uptown niggas got their own little lingo. You know what I'm saying?
What do they be saying though? That?
Uptown niggas, they like,
But
they always got like an ad lib to their shit.
Mo is the DC shit though for me, bro, because you gonna always hear like it's gonna always be a situation where somebody be like, "Hey Mo, what? Hey Mo."
Yeah.
So what about the fit? How can you look at a nigga and tell he from DC?
Certain shoes, like.
Cause I can't do it no more. A long time ago I was able to do it, but now I can't.
Like for me, right? Certain shoes like New Balance, motherfucking certain phones and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
Motherfucking
And there's certain brand labels, bro, because like everybody in the city don't just go straight and rock Balenciaga and shit.
hairstyles
Niggas
too.
rock like city brands.
Okay.
Ain't always like even since I was a youngin', I always remember niggas rocking all days and shit like that. So the city always, you know what I'm saying, represented the city.
Okay.
Kill
in its style.
hairstyles too, but I said all that. The number one thing for me, pause is weird, but niggas from the city got their own walk, bro. We got our own walk, bro. Some other niggas got walk weird as shit, but we got our own walk, huh? No funny. I'm like, oh man, yeah, he walk like he a whole nigga. He from the city like a motherfucker.
Nah, only anything because somebody was asking me this shit recently. Oh, out of town ass nigga. And I was like, man, I don't fucking know, man. I told him, man, I could probably tell if they start talking, but and I will only be able to tell that's if they're my age or older, because the youngers are so influenced by the internet and everything. It's like
when you get to
it's
the
like-
youngins, that shit is worldwide.
it's worldwide. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You got niggas from DC sounding like they from Detroit. You got niggas from DC sounding like they from Atlanta. Niggas from DC sounding like they from
But nah,
LA.
it's
you know what I'm saying? It's
still-
just so interconnected
but
with
it's
the
still-
web. It's like What
It's
was
still-
ours is
it's
no
still
longer
the same.
ours.
That's why
What
you
was
gotta
theirs
keep-
is no
that's why
longer
you gotta
theirs.
keep-
Everybody.
That's why you gotta keep
Nah,
some
though,
of
but
the words
I'm about to say,
and they
it
style,
would still
man.
be the, I feel like it'll still be the same though, because
And-
then all you gotta
and
do
language.
is
I mean, how they
initiate
sound.
the conversation, because then they gonna understand. Like a motherfucker not from the city gonna ask you who Mo is.
Who knows?
You know what I'm saying?
That'd be a wild one. I ain't never hear that one, but yeah, that makes sense.
But when you like, hey Mo, stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? And the person, they understand what you're saying. No, you know what I'm saying? Then you know they either from the city or they been in the city and
See,
around
but-
the city.
Yeah, I got
When
niggas
I
saying
talk-
kill and all that. Niggas that's not from the city.
See,
I
the
got
fucked
niggas
up part
saying
is-
kill and everything.
When I talk, I don't use DC words. Like, I've been around y'all now. Y'all don't really hear me use no catchphrase DC words. So my conversation won't really lead you to know where the fuck I'm from. I would have to tell you where I'm from.
You one of the weird niggas I was talking
That's
about.
fucked
Some
up.
niggas you just can't tell.
I can't tell.
Motherfucker swear I'm from
Bass could be from Baltimore, he could be from Philly.
Motherfucker swear I'm from a
Nah, but my
Baltimore
accent
so-
I was
should be
just
a
about to say,
DC
but your
accent though.
yeah, when
It
niggas
should be a
talking-
DC accent.
But-
Cause you know a Baltimore nigga will soon
Yeah.
open their mouth.
Son, you ain't lying, cause I just heard
You
the
know.
interview. That nigga, the boxer nigga. What's the boxer nigga name?
Deontay Davis.
Javante Davis, yeah. Slim. And you know, you always see the little memes and shit of people mocking how Baltimore people talk. I heard that nigga talk, and they really be like, dude. That shit was funny and shit.
Uh-huh.
And me crying, Slim.
My man
Yeah, Slim.
that worked for FedEx. He worked for FedEx Freight. He
Dude,
comes
that's
to our
funny, man.
department to drop shit off every day.
So that shit had me
So now,
crying.
good dude,
He
older
talk funny
dude,
as
he
shit.
can't hide it. He can't hide it if he want to. And he carries himself just like a man. But the minute he open his mouth, the B-more just come running out. Dude, you saw, no, it's two of them. You gotta see
Yeah,
part
dude,
two.
yeah.
And this and that, and he
Yeah.
can't help it. Good dude. It's just
Shit
you
funny
are
as
what you are,
shit.
player. You know
That
what I'm saying? The
motherfucker,
person that you
ooh.
are goes with you everywhere
Yeah,
you
they
go.
gotta put that motherfucker
There's no way
ooh
around it,
every
you know
day.
what I'm
That
saying?
motherfucker ooh.
And that's my man.
Dude, you, ooh, soon, cool, ooh.
I'm gonna tell you another thing that fucked me up. I was told you I went to a function the other day. And it's people I ain't see at this function in a good while. My man's birthday. And everybody who I went up to in our dap slam, no matter, like, we all had the same dap. And this shit crazy because it ain't just your usual what's up. The shit coming here interlocked and changing and whoop you whoops in my mind. I'm like, let's see if somebody gonna fuck up.
Nah.
Nobody fucked up. Everybody do exactly what you do.
There's always
I'm
at
like,
least two
man.
locks. There's always at least two locks.
But
There's
look,
always at
but
least
look,
two locks.
but look,
At least that.
but look,
Yeah,
even when it go,
yeah.
it just keep going. So a mother get
Yeah.
to talking, they don't let your hands go.
Yeah, but nobody never miss a beat though. Never miss a beat.
It don't never be awkward. It don't never be an
My
awkward
man
situation.
until you hit
When
my
it's
man fucked me
awkward,
up.
you know when it's awkward because I done had one of them
No.
awkward ones. And I was like, damn, son, fuck you for what
Hey.
the fuck going on? Yeah.
You
I
can
had
shake my
it.
hand
Your
like
handshake
that.
was just dumb as
Hey,
shit,
son,
man.
I had a
We gonna
jump.
fist pound next time.
I had a jump that was supposed to have been awkward. But the shit just kept real smooth because we here, we yoggle. My man took me up one. Wacko. I'm like, oh! He took me up one. He took me up one. I'm like, okay. The motherfucker man. What's up with you? I ain't see you in a minute.
He said, my man
But
took me up one.
we ain't miss a step. Everybody them dabbing up too. Shit was up. Show her the shit in with her embrace and everything. I'm like, man, this is some wild shit. Like, this ain't like, you know how niggas got their little shit, they do their little wild handshake and rock people to the shit.
Yeah.
None of that. None of this shit is rehearsed. It's just like, hey, nigga, we roll fat J's and we give out good handshakes. You better be with it. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy,
yeah,
bro.
nah, that is funny. I just football practice the other day and shit. My two homies just we Cleveland and shit. My two homies, they cool people. They I think they known each other for a while, but they had like a handshake, like a real handshake.
Yeah.
But that shit looked as sweet. I never told a nigga, man, hey, that handshake was like that. But I seen that show. Like, man, that handshake was like that, shorty.
Niggas backslapping.
Yeah, Slim. They did some shit.
Y'all came up with that.
They
Yeah,
did some and they did that motherfucker. I was like, damn, Sean.
And then it be so easy and smooth,
Hey,
bro. Like
Slim.
nigga don't even be thinking about
Bruh,
it.
them niggas was talking and
And then
looking
they
the
know
other
who to
way.
do
The
it
shit
to.
was just like,
And she was fluid.
Do all that and then do the next
Like
nigga just
that.
give him a sip.
I said, yeah, that was me. I was the neck nigga. All right, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, regular
Yeah, we
job.
will keep it smooth.
Yeah, definitely. I ain't got the time for all the handshake, but when I seen it, I was like, yeah, that's your.
I had my one man though. He used to kill me though. This nigga ain't never know when to let go. He had a wild handshake, but he hold you with the two. Like, man,
Let me
he
go.
let your hand go hard and shit. So when you always about to fall back, he like, go ahead, cuz you on these
Strong
terms now.
hand.
Nigga.
That's
Next
funny.
time I see you, we gonna hit. Give you a pound. Take that
Two of
pound.
the weirdest
Nigga,
handshakes I
fuck
used
around,
to
break your
have.
knuckles.
Shit, fuck you up though, cause nigga 2 fingers here.
Stupid ass
The
shit.
fuck,
Two of the weirdest handshakes I used to have. I had one nigga when I was in junior high, man. My nigga hands was sweaty than them motherfuckers. Well, so every time we dab hands, well, them niggas just slick. Hands slick and shit. Hands slick and shit. I'm like, God damn.
Oh,
bro.
wet back.
You ain't
And
ever
then I had
seen why
another
his hands
nigga.
so sweaty?
Man, his hands just used to sweat. I don't know.
Yeah, it just
But
smell
I
like
just used to
motherfucker.
have sweaty hands. But then I had, it was another nigga used to dab hands with, right? He used to do this shit. One, he used to slap a nigga hand hard and shit every time. He used to be like, "Bow." Yeah, but then he'd be like, his hands, I'd be dapping him up and his hands would be like this or some shit.
Like you holding you in with
He
your
don't
fingers.
hold it, but his hands would just be like he never closed these hands, these fingers.
Yeah.
Like it just be like that. No fucking.
That's some weird shit, man. But nah, but we got our ways, man. We got our own cultural, unspoken ways. You know what I'm saying? The shit is cool, man. Our cool on cool is different, man. Our cool on cool is totally different, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. 'Cause I came in dressed on my cool old man formal look. You had certain niggas on their regular old back in the day off the block look. You had some niggas in there that was on their Balenciaga look.
Every time you talk,
You
I
know
think
what
about
I'm
shit that just recently happened to me.
It
Yeah.
was bullshit. It was a wide range of styles, but we all from the same hood. You know what I'm saying? You can see who been influenced by what.
The function we just had for my football team, so we just had like 2 weekends ago. It was like a dress to impress jump, Slim. And just me and my brothers alone, Slim, was different. And we brothers, you hear me? So you know we from the same spot. You hear me? Us alone was different. I came in kind of dressed like this, you know what I'm saying? A little regular shirt with my motherfucking jeans on and my motherfucking jeans.
Yeah.
He come in, you know he got his crown. He had his little suit on, right? Then you got my other brother. He come.
TJ came in with a tank top.
Nah, he ain't coming with a tank top all this time. But I was just about to say, you know, he always dressed like a killer and shit. So his shit was.
It was a hoodie over and shit.
I mean, it wasn't a hoodie, but you know, his colors was kind of bland. He had on some cool shit though, but his colors was dark though.
Yeah.
And then Pee Wee came in that motherfucker with a whole 3-piece on. You hear me? My nigga had his shirt tucked in, he had the dress shoes on and all that. Doing that motherfucker.
Yeah.
It was just a variety of shit. We had
Yeah.
was dressed like Don Juan.
That shit fucking that shit fucking nigga up.
We had a nigga in there dressed like LeBron with the motherfucking shorts with the sweater down. Yeah, funny as shit.
Oh man. Oh yeah, y'all did have the function recently.
Yeah.
Bubble party over at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, that was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
All the way crazy.
I couldn't believe it.
That was all the way
Niggas
crazy.
was outside chilling. They came out that thing, we wrapping up. We looking at him like, Shawty, you serious or you playing with us, man? Yeah, we should just step right out front of this motherfucker and turn up.
That's some crazy shit, man.
Turn
but
up
so-
10 o'clock.
We done touched on a little bit, man. I wanna what else? I had something else about mine I wanted to talk about. And it just slipped at that motherfucker quick. It's some shit I saw, man. Oh my god, it's some shit I saw. It was some real shit too. It was some fucked up shit too. Damn, it was some fucked up shit I saw. I think I saw a Jones now. The nigga was beating the old lady. Some when I say some fucked up shit, some fucked up shit, Slim, like. But the nigga said, you wanna see some more? it's a whole site, not a site, but it's like a whole page dedicated to fucked up shit. But the dude got the page to try to like get people prosecuted that's fucking with the elders. So the nigga had a whole page of people just fucking with elderly people.
That's fucked up.
Just walking up behind them, punching them, taking their purses, catching them coming out their car, carjacking, strong arm, and all bunch of crazy shit, man.
Niggas know to whoop their ass.
I'm like, let me see it, watch this shit all day. It was hard to make it past the first one. I don't want to see no more of this shit, man. But it was a bunch of youngers fucking up a bunch of older people. So I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these youngers, man? One young nigga came behind, ran down and kicked the old bitch in the back. Ain't even take shit from her. Just kicked her just to kick her and just kept it moving.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
I'm like, man,
I
what
told
the fuck
you,
wrong with these youngers, man?
I told people more these youngers just do not get enough ass whoopings, son. Some
These
kids just deserve ass whoopings, Mo. And when y'all said that y'all ain't people just shouldn't whoop their kids' ass or whooping their kids' ass wasn't good. Wrong. Some niggas need their ass whooped, not niggas. But
Hey.
some kids need their ass whooped one time.
This shit
Hey, Slim.
is
Then they know the
beyond.
consequences, Slim.
This shit is beyond the ass whipping coming from the
You're
household.
not telling me, Mo, that people is really
Hey.
really teaching their kids
I know
not to whoop old people,
I'm
and they
gonna be
constantly
honest.
going out here whooping old people. I'm convinced that they not being taught this shit.
I don't even-
They not
honestly,
getting consequences
They probably
for the
being
shit they
taught
do.
to do
I'm gonna
it.
be honest.
That's crazy.
That behavior, I can't blame that on the parents.
Man.
Cause I'm gonna be honest, through my experience in my little 36-year-old life,
Why you think we ain't do that shit, bro?
Slim, I was about to say, I seen
Parents.
friends of mine who parents literally whooped their ass every day. You know what they did? They came outside and terrorized every kid in the motherfucking neighborhood. Cause their parents whooped their ass every goddamn day. Those your bullies. And I'm gonna tell you something else.
How-
as
how
far as
many
them
was it,
kids,
though?
huh?
How many was it though?
It was always a few, but you know the
I'm
bully,
saying,
but
it
you
was-
know the bully always wind up getting checked. Cause you're
Right.
in the hood.
Bully always
So
wind up
eventually,
getting checked.
a nigga gonna fuck you
It
over.
wasn't a
You know
whole.
what I'm saying?
It wasn't a whole lot of motherfuckers, but that's how you knew the ones that was really terrible.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You know what I'm
terrible
saying?
kids. Yeah.
Now it's everybody terrible.
Nah, but that
Everybody
abusing
wasn't.
old people shit, that ain't coming from the household.
Man.
That's coming from somewhere else, man. That's just
Where else can it come from?
it ain't coming
The
from
shit
the
that they
household.
looking at and shit that they
Gotta
saying?
be, but trust me, that ain't
Man, son.
that ain't
I feel like we
behavior
seen
coming
the
from the
same
moms
shit
and the
when we
pops.
was little, bro. My peoples had guns and all types of shit. I seen all of this shit as a youngest, Slim.
Yeah.
Never that I was like, man, yeah, I'm about to just go get these jokes and just start cooking people. Not never.
Not never.
Not
Never.
never.
It's weird. It's weird.
I've been seeing
bruh.
guns in my face, bruh, since I was like motherfucking 8, 9 years
Yeah,
old,
bruh.
bruh. No funny.
It's just weird to bother
Yeah,
elderly
like, that's
person, brother.
crazy.
Even raise your voice and talk out of line. You know what I'm saying? Even sometimes
That part.
when they out the way,
That part.
you just
Elderly
ignore
person
them and
kill.
shit. But it's
Damn.
some shit just weird, bro.
This nigga had a whole page of that shit, son.
It's just weird.
That's
A
crazy.
whole page. He said,
Where's they
he
even
said
getting these videos from,
I
what?
don't know, but he wasn't no average nigga. This is a dude that's like he put shit together for prosecutive reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like his whole thing is he gathered enough information to the point where he presented to some DA or some prosecutor and they filed charges to the shit. He's almost like a private investigator type nigga, but he's not a private investigator. He just a nigga with a bunch of time on his hands,
Well, keep doing
and that's
what
what,
you're doing.
this is what he
Mr.
dedicated
Boy,
his
man.
time to.
Mr. Boy, man, keep doing what you doing.
Yeah, so let's touch on something else, man. It was a president a president that ain't really what it is no more. Roe v. Wade was overturned. A lot of old white men residing over female bodies. That's crazy. In every which way. What you think about this? Lo? What you think about it?
I mean, you know, I don't really have too much of an opinion about it outside of what the facts is. You know what I'm saying? And it's all a bunch of crazy facts because, you know, we live in fucking America. But, you know, to keep it short and simple, I appreciate, less government control, but I also do understand the government need to control some shit. So if y'all giving up control, let's give up control somewhere else. You know.
I think it's complete bullshit. I think this is the way they say, oh, we can get away with this. Let's go out to gay marriage now. Let's go out to interracial marriages. Let's go out to whatever the fuck we can. You know what I'm saying? So it's very very disgraceful. You know what I mean? The whole fact of if a 16-year-old girl was raped, y'all would force her to have that baby. If that 16-year-old girl had a intercourse with a family member making that baby being born of incest, she'll have to have that baby. If you come from a family with a long line of kids that have autism and things like that, and it's detected that kid will be autistic, they'll force you to have that baby, knowing the strain it will put on that child. So the whole thing is like it's fucked up because they pro-life for the unborn baby that's in the womb. But once that baby is born, the same people that voted to have Roe v. Wade overturned is the same people that vote against that vote against free healthcare, that vote against free babysitting, that vote against everything that will actually help a child. They vote against everything that will help the child once they are actually here. You know what I'm saying? But for the child that's in the womb, they going so hard for the child when it's in the womb. But when the child is out the womb, these are the same people that vote against everything that's there that's going to help that child really grow. So it's all bullshit. It's all theatrical. It's all political. And they really do not fucking care. Because the same people that literally voted against Roe v. Wade is the same people that voted against the child, what they call the Child Support Act, whatever it was, when they was giving up the checks and stuff like that. Yeah. These are the same people that voted against that. These are the same people these are the same people that vote against all interests. That it's just fucked up, people. Do your read and do your research. These dick eaters are coming for everything. Everything. What you think about it, Sean B?
Man, you pretty much touched on all the shit I was gonna say, man. It's crazy that all of them peoples and all of them situations that you just said, shit that they didn't ask for, they didn't want, shit that they couldn't prevent happening to them. Now you making them have to deal with that shit. That shit is just not right, man. I literally just read in the papers about that shit happening fucking overseas, man. A fucking 11-year-old forced to have a baby. It wasn't due to this shit, but it's gonna be the same shit. They made her not have the abortion because she was past 22 weeks of pregnancy. That shit was geeking too, but
yeah,
you about to have the same shit with this Roe versus Wade shit, Slim. You really gonna force that 11, 13-year-old child, Slim, that was raped, Slim? And it was just like that, bro. One of them children that I read about was raped by their grandfather. First of all, that's terrible. But
yeah,
Slim, and you wanna make that child have that baby? That's crazy.
Insult to injury.
That's crazy.
That's the fuck that is, insult to injury. But yeah, that shit ain't right, man. It ain't
people
right.
People that's been raped and shit, like you said, Slim, you gonna make them have that baby? That's crazy. I seen some shit about a case where a rapist one case where the lady had to have the baby.
Shit is wicked.
That's how can somebody rape somebody, take them people to court, and they say that they have to have the baby?
Nah, shit is wicked. Shit is wicked. Shit is real wicked out there. It really is, man. Like you got a bunch of old white men and a few white women that's just with it. You know what I'm saying? Then we got this black coon. I don't even like calling black people coon, but this nigga fit the mold perfectly. Supreme Judge fucking Clarence Thomas. If you don't know him, you need to know him. First name Clarence, last name Thomas. This nigga is a detriment to the black motherfucking race. You may think it's a brother, he on the highest court in the land. This nigga is not for us. He's not for us. It's so much shit this nigga goes up. What they say? All
skin folk ain't killed.
Hello.
Ain't that the nigga name off of
yeah, this is Uncle Ruckus, man. But this nigga been fucking. This nigga been with the fuckery for a long time, man. It's sad, man. It ain't gonna get no better. To all your females out there and all your younger men out there, man. Strap up. It's not all. It's like out of all, what is it? 50. We got 50 states here. Out of the 50 states, only 14 states actually going with the bullshit. If you in DC, Maryland, Virginia, you cool. But you know, that's why elections is everything. The people who you put into these spots, into these seats, is the people that's really making these decisions. You know what I'm saying? You may think your vote don't count. It sound cliche. It sound like some bullshit, man. This shit really does have an effect. It's really a long game, and these people been planning this shit since Roe v. really came into effect, which I believe was 1973. So since that shit came into effect in 1973, all the way up to 2022, these folks been planning. This ain't no shit they started 5 years ago. This is what I mean by the long run, the long haul. How much fight you really got in you. You know what I'm saying? With Martin Luther King and with the Montgomery bus boycott, this wasn't a 2-year thing. You know what I'm saying? This was damn this 5-10 years before they really got what they wanted, but they kept pushing on and pushing on. Just cause something don't happen for y'all in 1 term or 2 terms, you gotta have a long plan. These people are in this shit for the long haul. Our grandbabies is gonna have to deal with the decisions that these motherfuckers are making. So if they got that type of fight in them, we gotta have them type of fight in us. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna end it with that. Peace, love, and all that other good shit. B and Base.
Base and B.
And the motherfucking who?
The God himself.
Lo
And
baby.
the motherfucking God.
Ow!